Am I in focus? Am I like wavy? Does this work? Do I do stretches? Is this how this works? Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is T. If you're looking at the upload date today and looking at the history on my channel, you may notice that this is the first video since 2020. Now 2020 was supposed to be the year that I was going to be more of a content creator. It was supposed to be the year that I was going to travel all around the world, do a bunch of new experiences, meet all kinds of new people, and get that all on camera to put on different videos because that's what I love doing. However, 2020 did not have that in the cards for me or for anyone basically. COVID-19 hit us, stopped all travel, made it not cool to hang out with other people because you're supposed to be distancing, and basically took away all the spark and joy and the inspiration I had for making content for the whole year, and so didn't make any videos, which is kind of sad. But it's 2021 now. It is a brand new year, and new year, new me, new vaccines. There is hope around the corner that 2021 is going to be a better year. Maybe not returning back to normal, but to a new normal, one that maybe allows for traveling. Hopefully a chance for me to make more videos and put them out there. So that brings us to the first video of 2021, which is gonna be a product review slash an outdoorsy adventure recap video that kind of shows what this product can do. So without further ado, let's get it, let's go. All right, so today, the product that I'm gonna be reviewing is the Kahtoola MICROspikes. Quick thing actually I should mention is that number one, I am not sponsored by any company. Definitely not sponsored by Kahtoola for this review. And number two, I am not a avid outdoors person or a avid hiker. I'm not the most outdoorsy person and I don't do hikes all the time, but it is something I'm trying to get better at. And so take that advice with a grain of salt. Take it from some dude that's just like a random regular dude that's trying to do more hiking. Before we get into like how it is as a product, you're probably wondering, what are MICROspikes? Well, MICROspikes, they're kind of a device that you can use to give you more traction in ice and in snow. If you're like me and you have a boot or a hiking boot, kind of like this, yes, it has treads, but it's not gonna do the best in snow and ice. So enter MICROspikes. So this is what a MICROspike is. Little thingy, has a little dangly dangle, some chains. Put it on your boot like that, and essentially it gives you, think of them like snow chains for boots. That's kind of like the best analogy. That way, when you actually step in snow and ice, these little spikes get in the ice and the snow, and it gives you traction, so you don't fall, slip, and hurt yourself on a mountain. Which is exactly what I've been using these for. In the last 2 weekends, I've been going up to a local mountain called Cypress Mountain, doing the Hollyburn Trail, which is a pretty big hike. It's about 7 kilometers round trip, all in snow, and the last 300 meters are a very steep incline at points. My friend mentioned you have to do something called golem crawling, where you're on all fours trying to get to the top. Or if you're smarter, like my other friend, you just carry hiking poles, and that gets you there better and faster and looking cooler. On my first hike, my friend actually lent me a pair of his nano spikes called Yak Trax. I forget the model number, but I'll put it here below. And those are pretty good in the sense that it didn't let me slip and fall like my regular boots would, and it gave me traction for most of the hike. However, halfway up the hike, I noticed that they kept on like coming off my boot, and I had to keep constantly readjusting them. And when we finally got to the last like 200 meters, which were very steep and golem crawling, they sucked. They kept on coming off, and at that point my friend actually just let me use his pair of the same MICROspikes. Fast forward a week, and this past weekend I actually did the whole hike using these after picking them up right before the hike, and they were awesome. I use these Kahtoola MICROspikes, and they were fantastic on this hike. These are the kind of the 2 best features I can think of for them. Number one, they are awesome to fit and forget. They're very easy to tell where this goes. It says like front on here, it says rear. You put them on your boot, and you put them on once and you don't have to worry about them ever again. There are points where I actually had to do the golem crawling to go into steep snow. There were points where I actually fell, and there were actually points where we slid down the mountain to get down faster, which is a little bit, I guess, violent behavior, which involved me falling multiple times. And these stayed on, and I didn't have to worry about ever having to readjust them. So that was the first point in their favor. And the second point is, it's more cosmetic, and it's kind of 2 points together, is they come in this really cool tote bag that are awesome for like keeping your crampons all together, like put them in like that. And the second is they have a pretty good warranty with more details I'm gonna put in the channel later. One drawback though, not knowing at all how much hiking gear costs, I found the price tag a little bit steep. It was $84, which is not what I was expecting to pay right before a hiking trip. However, in deferring to my friend's wisdom, who is an avid outdoors person that goes hiking very often and has had his pair for a long time, he highly recommends it and says that they are worth it for the price. So I'm gonna take his word for it. And even though I've only done 2 hikes so far with them, so far they've been great. And overall, I would highly recommend this to any friends that are kind of in the same boat as me, that are trying to get more outdoorsy, want to go in snow and ice, and are thinking of buying crampons. Here is some clips of our adventure going up the mountain using these crampons to see the conditions that we faced, so you can kind of make a better, or have a better idea of the kind of conditions these were able to get through just fine. So yeah, without further ado, here is our mountain climbing adventure. Hope you like it. All right, Big Beauty Bowl, now what are we doing today?
We're about to walk up this mountain. That's all I got for you. Sling glasses.
That's a big ass mountain, dude. Ready to slide, boy?
We are high enough to go to the next, and then the next.
All right, boys, we got a pretty steep climb to do. Are you guys ready?
No. Just kidding, hard as nails.
Let's go. Boys, we made it. Heck yeah. Look at that peak. Justin, what are you doing? What kind of magic is this? You know, after we've done this peak, well, now how are you feeling? What are your thoughts?
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Holy fuck, Koga.
Look how deep he goes.
Jesus. Let's go.
I'm making a hole.